Teddy Feinberg, Brook Stockburger, Teddy and Brook Show, week 5 or 4. We're close to there. We are coming at you from the Sun News Building, and we're going to get the ball rolling here talking about high school football this weekend. A lot of good high school football action in the area. We're going to start out talking Cruces, Rio Rancho at the Field of Dreams, 7 p.m. Friday. Big game. This is a game between the two top teams in the state from a ranking standpoint.
Yeah, definitely. This is just like we see on ESPN when they have, Selection Saturday and Showdown Saturday and Elimination Saturday. This is big games this weekend. And Cruces, Rio Rancho, probably the two best teams in the state going at it head-to-head. And they're home, right? Cruces is home, exactly. Yeah. So that'll be a big game. I think that gives Cruces the edge a little bit. Maybe run the ball on Rio Rancho a little bit. This
is our version of A&M Alabama. Early season game, two top teams. Cruces has gotten great senior production from running back J.J. Granados, linebacker Sam Denmark. They've been great coming off a state championship. They've been blowing teams out 3-0 to start the season. Rio Rancho coming off a big win over Class 4A Goddard. It's going to be a good one, folks. I would get out there. Rio Rancho beat Cruces last year in Rio Rancho. Now, when you're Rio Rancho likes to throw the football, spread the field. Are you a believer in the smash mouth attack to run the ball right at a team like that and eat up time of possession? That's something Brook Stockburger subscribes to.
That makes a big difference, actually. If you can keep a high-profile offense like that on the sideline more and more throughout the game, limit the number of possessions they have. If you can do that successfully, obviously that makes a big difference, and you can shorten the game.
Common train of thought.
Yeah.
It's kind of like New York Jets with Brad Baxter. Sorry, no one knows what that means. Mayfield is going to Albuquerque. They played Manzano on Saturday afternoon. Now, Mayfield is 3-0 as well. They have pulled off some nail-biters, quite frankly, but they've looked good early on.
Yeah, Mayfield has. Like you said, they've played some closer games. Last week they jumped out to a bigger lead, and then it became closer toward the end.
Right.
But I like that they have a kicker that can boot one from 47 yards too. Those close games, that's extremely important. So Mayfield-Manzano, another big showdown.
Like I said, Trojans 3-0 now. They hope to be hitting their stride. I don't know if they're quite where Cruces is. Like we said, Cruces defending state champs. They've been really impressive. But you got to figure, if Mayfield beats Manzano, Cruces beats Rio Rancho, and obviously Brook's son Tyler plays for Oñate, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers here, but you have to think there's a good chance that both Cruces and Mayfield, when they meet, could be undefeated at that point in November, because the district is very top-heavy, and again, that would be key. Cruces does play Artesia here in a week or two. That'll be a key game.
Another great early November
really
cross-city showdown.
We do want to talk Aggie football. Now, they lost kind of a discouraging game to UTEP this past week, where they were really in the game. They could have won the game. They kind of gave the game away, and now there's been a change at the quarterback position. There's been some personnel change. Brooke, what are your feelings on how everything's transpired here?
I don't mind them putting King Davis III in. If they think he's the future and they want to give him snaps, and they think either he gives them the best chance to win or it's sort of a push, then go ahead and do it. I just sort of had a problem with the way it was done last week. McDonald seemed to be playing well in the first quarter, and then you pull him for the rest of the game.
Yeah, obviously if he had a couple 3-and-outs, threw an interception, and you want to take him out, I don't think I've ever seen in football like a guy play well and then get removed like that. We will say it's the coaching staff's program, and they can essentially do whatever they want. That's the beauty of that business. Going with Davis, I don't have a problem at all with them playing the freshman quarterback. I would like to see it maybe a little bit later in the season, maybe get a win or two under your belt, and then go ahead and play against Abilene Christian, Florida Atlantic, Idaho. They're obviously electing to go in a different route here. Obviously a huge test for him. He opens, the first game of his career is at UCLA. They're 42-point dogs.
No doubt. And are they going to win before Abilene Christian? That's a very real question right now at this point. San Diego State, Rice, I don't know.
At UNM, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. We shall see. That's why they play the games. Aggie Volleyball, they're at home this weekend. They have a tournament. They're hosting Utah tonight. It's Thursday. They also play Hampton on Friday. They have another home match on Saturday. Some big prep soccer games this weekend on the high school level. Cibola and El Dorado are both coming here to face Cruces and Mayfield. Those are some big games for the local programs. Also in volleyball, Rio Rancho and Cleveland is coming to town to take on Mayfield and Las Cruces High, of course. And Aggie Soccer, they have the vaunted opening WAC road trip to Kansas City, Missouri, and it's actually a home and home. So Kansas City, Missouri actually returns the favor on Sunday. Not quite like those Knicks Bulls home and home in the 90s with Jordan and Ewing, but there's a little spice there.
It's still important, still important.
If I was Blair Quinn, I'd pick up a friggin' whole bag of barbecue and bring it on the plane home. I hope he's watching. Folks, thanks for checking us out as always. Sun News Facebook, Sun News Twitter, at Teddy Feinberg, at B Stockburger, LC Sun-News, all the fun stuff, all the good stuff. Have a great day. Thanks for joining.